Hey everyone, Aaron here from MTGChallengers, and welcome to another Magic the Gathering gameplay. Today we have Cole playing Bant Midrange going up against me playing Mono Black Devotion. Cole was on the play this game and started things off with a Temple of Enlightenment and took a look at the top card of his library. He chose to leave it there. I played a Swamp and passed the turn. Cole played a Temple of Mystery and sent the top card of his library to the bottom this time. I played another Swamp and cast a Pack Rat. Cole cast a Voice of Resurgence and played a Temple Garden tapped. I played another Swamp and passed the turn. Cole swung with his Voice, so I pitched a Whip of Erebos to make a copy of my Pack Rat. I then blocked the Voice with the copy, killing both creatures, and Cole got an elemental token. In post-combat, Cole played a second Voice along with a Hollowed Fountain tapped. I played another Swamp and cast a Desecration Demon. Cole cast a Kiora the Crashing Wave and used her +1 ability to lock down my demon. I played a Swamp and cast a Night Veil Spectre. Cole used Kiora's +1 again to continue to lock down my demon. He then cast a Detention Sphere, exiling my Spectre. For my turn, I cast a Grey Merchant of Asphodel, which hit for 5, dropping Cole to 15 and taking me up to 25. Cole continued to keep my demon locked down with Kiora. He then cast another Detention Sphere, exiling my Pack Rat. I played another Swamp and cast a Hero's Downfall, killing Kiora. I then cast an Underworld Connections on one of my Swamps. I swung with my Merchant for 2, which Cole decided to take, going to 13. Cole cast a Courser of Crufix, revealing a Jace Architect of Thought on the top of his library. He then played a tapped Hollowed Fountain, gaining a life, going to 14. I played a Temple of Silence and chose to send the top card of my library to the bottom. I then cast a Whip of Erebos. Cole chose to sacrifice his Voice of Resurgence, tapping down my demon and getting an elemental token. I then swung with my Grey Merchant again. Cole decided to double block it with his Courser and one of his Voice tokens, killing it. I did gain 2 life from the lifelink, going to 27. Cole played a Temple of Enlightenment from the top of his library, going up to 15. He sent the top card to the bottom from the scry. He then played a Jace Architect of Thought and used his -2 ability, revealing a Sylvan Caryatid, an Elspeth, Sun's Champion, and a Hollowed Fountain. I put Elspeth in a pile of her own, which Cole decided to take. He then passed the turn. I played another Swamp and used the Whip's ability to reanimate my Grey Merchant for the turn. He entered the battlefield, causing Cole to lose another 8 life, going to 7, and I gained 8, going to 35. Cole sacrificed one of his Voice tokens to tap down my demon again. I chose to attack with my Grey Merchant since it was just going to get exiled anyway. Cole chumped with his other Voice token, killing it. I gained another 2 and the Merchant got exiled. In post-combat, I used a Hero's Downfall to kill Jace. Cole played a Temple Garden from the top of his library, going to 8, and cast an Elspeth, Sun's Champion. He used her -3 ability, killing my Desecration Demon. I paid 1 life to draw a card with my connections. Cole then hit me for 2 with his Courser, taking me to 34. I played a Temple of Silence and chose to leave the card on top. I then cast a Thoughtseize. Cole revealed an Advent of the Worm, a Sphinx's Revelation, a Courser of Crufix, and a Temple of Enlightenment. I chose to get rid of the Revelation and lost 2 life, going to 32. I paid another life to draw a card with my connections. I drew another Desecration Demon, which I went ahead and played. Cole used Elspeth's +1 ability, getting 3 1/1 soldier tokens. He then played a Temple of Enlightenment, going to 9. He chose to leave the Sphinx's Revelation on top of his library. I drew another card with my connections, going to 30. I then played a Swamp and cast a Hero's Downfall, killing Elspeth. Cole sacrificed one of his Elspeth tokens, tapping down my demon again. I then passed the turn. Before taking his turn, Cole cast an Advent of the Worm, getting a 5/5 Worm token with Trample. Cole played a Breeding Pool from the top of his library, going to 10. He then attacked for 7 with his Worm and Elspeth tokens, taking me to 23. He then played another Courser of Crufix. I drew my card for the turn and paid another life to draw another one. I then cast a Bile Blight, killing Cole's soldiers. Cole sacrificed his Worm to tap down the demon again. At the end of my turn, Cole cast a Sphinx's Revelation for 2, going up to 12 and drawing 2 cards. He cast another Kiora and used her +1 to lock down my demon. He then played a Temple of Plenty, gaining 2 life since he had 2 Coursers in play. He cast a Pelucranos World Eater before passing the turn. I played a Temple of Malice and sent the top card of my library to the bottom. I drew another card with my connections, going to 21. I then used the Whip to reanimate my demon for the turn. Cole sacrificed one of his Coursers to tap it down. I played a Pack Rat and the demon got exiled. Cole continued to keep my demon locked down with his Kiora. He then played a Temple of Mystery, going to 15. He sent the Advent of the Worm on top of his library to the bottom, revealing a Bramaz, King of Ereskos. He then activated Pelucranos' monstrous ability for 4, killing my pack rat. In response, I made a copy of it before it died and Pelucranos went up to 9 power. I then used the copy to chump the Pelucranos when he attacked with it, gaining me 1 life. I played another swamp and drew another card, going to 21. I then cast another Grey Merchant of Asphodel, causing Cole to lose another 8 life, going to 7, and I went up to 29. Cole continued to lock down my demon with Kiora and played a Bramaz, King of Ereskos, followed by a Sylvan Caryatid. I top decked another Grey Merchant on my next turn, which was lethal, giving me the win and taking us to Game 2. So that's it for this gameplay. Thank you all very much for watching. To see the lists for these decks and others, check out our deck techs, and also be sure to keep up with the other gameplays that we upload. Thanks for visiting, and if you like what you see, subscribe for more Magic the Gathering content.